Welcome to this video presented by FFR Trading. In this video series, we feature some of the traders we partner with here at FFR Trading and the over 20 strategies they represent. In today's video, we feature trader Lee Gettess and his O4 stock index program. First, understand that trading is risky business, especially if you don't know what you're doing. We suggest that you put your trading in the hands of a proven winner like Lee Gettess. We think that's a much better idea than trying to do this on your own. We're also in a highly regulated industry, so that everything I say has to be accurate. Before I introduce you to Lee Gettess, here are a few questions for you to consider and ask yourself. Chances are you're watching this video because something in your financial world isn't quite going according to plan. Maybe you've got a lot of money in the market, but you're afraid of losing it. Maybe you've got more month than you've got income, or maybe you want to be your own boss. Whatever the case may be, I want to provide you with as much value for your time as I can, and hopefully provide a solution for you to consider that may help you get back on track and reach those financial goals. For those of you who may not be familiar with who we are here at FFR Trading and what our role is, FFR Trading is a due diligence firm. That means we've been evaluating traders and their strategies for over 15 years to find real traders who make real money. We sift through the thousands of strategies out there to bring you the best of the best. And how do we do that? Well, each trader and strategy has to go through our 8-step certification process before they're allowed to provide their services to our clients here at FFR. Some of those steps include a thorough interview process where we get the rules for the strategy. The traders have to have at least 15 years of actual trading experience. We get a back test of the strategy and the trader's actual brokerage statements. If they can get through all that, the final step is we run that strategy on a live account to make sure the trades are executed properly and it performs as anticipated. That's a pretty thorough process, I think you would agree. Let's talk about Lee Gettess. Lee is a 35-year veteran of the financial markets. Many consider him the pro's pro. In 1988, he developed the renowned Volpat trading system, which at the time was ranked one of the top-performing trading systems in the world by the prestigious Futures Truth rankings of the world's top trading systems. In 1993, Lee sold his Volpat trading system for over $675,000 to a group of professional traders, including 2 big public funds and one of the largest banks in North America. In 1994, he made public his market mapping technique, which improved the performance of every trading system tested by 4 times or more. As the famous Larry Williams said, "It's the best I've seen for minimizing losses." In 1996, Lee began accepting students and shortly thereafter launched his Insider's Tip Sheet. In 2006, he gave the trading world the 5-step guide to trading profits. How I built a wonderful life trading the markets and how you can too, as his legacy. But today, Lee remains active in the financial markets through strategies like O4 and continues to help scores of other traders reach their life's goals as well. Let's dive into Lee Gettess's O4 options trading system. The U.S. stock market appears to have cyclical behavior that identifies periods of time that favor either buying or selling. The O4 program identifies specific time frames for these buy or sell periods, then utilizes specific price patterns to attempt to get the actual entry. This combination means Lee may have a cyclical buy, but if the price pattern does not set up for a buy, Lee simply doesn't trade. The same is true on the sell side. Lee will use it to follow 4 ETF markets, the SPY, the QQQ, the DIA, and the IWM. Those are the ETFs for the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the Russell. Instead of taking positions in these ETFs, Lee purchases either puts or calls on them in order to take advantage of the limited risk and greater leverage that options provide. The service trades an average of 3 to 4 times per month and can carry 2 to 4 open positions at any time. Now let's look at the performance of O4 starting from January of 2018 all the way through November 15th of 2022. These results are based on a starting balance of $10,000, which is the minimum that Lee recommends that you trade with for this service. He'll allocate approximately $1,200 per trade. Again, these numbers go from January of 2018 all the way again through November 15th of 2022. And in that time, non-compounded, that $10,000 turns into a net profit of $117,476. That's 1,175% return on capital. O-Force is averaging during that period 241% per year. For those that like to look at the monthly average, if you're looking for monthly income, he's averaging a little over $2,000 per month based on a $10,000 account size. The service is winning 71% of the trades during that period. But here's the beauty. The average winner here is over $1,000. The average loss, just $497. So on average, the wins are twice the size of the losses. That coupled with the high win percentage gives you a nice smooth equity curve. There are always drawdowns. Each trader, each strategy always has drawdowns. A good trader and strategy, however, will come out of those drawdowns and then go on to new equity highs. Let's look at the more recent performance of O-Force. This is for 2022. Again, this is based on a $10,000 account size, the minimum that Lee recommends you trade with, allocating $1,200 per trade. And these numbers are from January 4th of 2022 all the way through November 15th of 2022. And based on a $10,000 account size, again, non-compounded, the net profit was $8,082. That's up 81% in 2022 through November 15th. On a $10,000 account size, it's averaging $780 per month. It's winning 65% of the trades, and the average winner is $770. The average loss, $556. Now, compare that to your own portfolio in 2022. Well, the stock market, depending on whatever market you're in, is down between 10 to almost 30%. Would getting an 80% return for the year in 2022 have helped you reach your goals? Maybe you're trying to save for retirement. You know that 10% in a mutual fund over the next decade is not going to cut it. Would 80% over the course of a year help? Would it help you reach your financial goals? Would it help you reach your retirement goals? Right? Or if you're just starting and you're trying to learn how to trade, would partnering with Lee Gettess help you to reach your goals? The beauty with these strategies is the traders will teach you their strategy. So you can learn how to trade O-Force just like Lee does and do this on your own and find your own trade setups in addition to the trades that Lee provides through the O-Force service. Here's an example of a trade alert that was sent out on February 16th of 2022 from the O-Force Trade Alert Service. And you can see it says buy to open the QQQ March 18 $334 put. Enter this trade at a hard limit price of $5.10. Once you receive that alert to your email or text, you simply place that same trade in your own brokerage account. When it's time to close the trade, you'll get an alert letting you know it's time to close. This one says sell to close, the QQQ March 18 $334 put. Enter this order at a hard limit price of $10.25. So you're not only alerted when it's time to get in, but Lee lets you know when it's time to get out. Now it's time for a little reality check. Again, we talked about you're here for a reason. You're watching this video for a reason, right? Everything may not be going quite according to plan as far as your financial life goes. Maybe you're a new trader who's struggling, right? You're not profitable. You need help. Ask yourself, would this help? Would partnering with Lee Gettess help you reach your goals? Maybe you've got years of experience, but you've never achieved the kind of numbers we're talking about here today. Would partnering with a professional like Lee help? Would it help to see how he successfully has been helping others like yourself reach their goals faster? Maybe you're trying to build a retirement for yourself, but again, you realize 10% in a mutual fund is not going to cut it. Would getting a return over 50% or 100% help? And for those that just don't have the time to do this yourself, maybe you work full-time or you're busy running your own business, would it help to have Lee's trade signals sent directly to the broker who would execute the trades in your own account for you? Would that help? So as you think about that, let's go over everything that comes with Lee Gettess's O-Force Stock Index Trade Alert service. Understand that subscriptions are discretionary only, and they are limited. First of all, we have to make sure that you're a good fit for this strategy. The strategies are also limited because the trader's office can only support so many clients. Volume control is another big one. We can only have so many traders taking the same trade before it shows up on the big bank's radar. And if it shows up on the big bank's radar, they may trade against it. So we do have to limit the number of subscriptions for that reason as well. All the programs that we offer here at FFR Trading are what we call learn and earn programs. They're not just signal services. They come with all the educational material that that trader provides so you can trade that service for yourself, if that's your goal. So what do you receive if you sign up for Lee Gettess's O-Force trading service? Well, first, you get direct access to Lee Gettess. Any educated questions regarding the markets and his methodology, Lee stands ready to answer your call. Next, you get the trade alerts sent directly to your email and your cell phone. You get all the educational material on the methodology describing the entry rules, the exit rules, the money management rules, how Lee trades options on stocks and ETFs. You also have access to Lee's apprentice program. Twice a week, he provides market video updates. You'll also have access to third-party registered brokers. This is an option for those that don't have the time to execute the trades themselves and would prefer to have a licensed registered broker execute the trades on your behalf. And of course, you do have access to us here at FFR Trading. Our role is to build you a well-diversified portfolio of strategies. The reason you want to have a number of different strategies, preferably non-correlated, is because each strategy, each trader will go through drawdowns periodically. It's just the way the game works. Having multiple non-correlated strategies helps smooth out that equity curve. So when one program may be in a drawdown, another program that's not correlated to that strategy may be performing very well during that period. And this again helps smooth out those equity curves. Here's a testimonial from one of our clients here at FFR Trading. Gregory writes, I've never made a testimonial for anybody ever before, but my results with FFR Trading have been so phenomenal that I felt I had to share my success with other traders contemplating their services. He said, I really wanted to build some form of wealth through passive income so that I could run my family business without distraction. He said, I found FFR Trading through a very prestigious and well-known philanthropic organization I belong to, and this company was featured as a trusted partner for wealth-building strategies. When I called, FFR Trading immediately impressed me with their knowledge about the markets, and more importantly, they took the time to explain how each of the strategies work. What was more astounding was their critical alert message I received on the 7th of February, warning of this impending economic collapse with a severe contraction in the U.S. equities. I was a bit scared, nervous, and frightened. This message was very sobering, but I acted and heeded their stark warning by aligning my portfolio with several FFR trading strategies. I'm pleased to report that not only did my family avoid financial turmoil, but I literally made more money in just 2 days of the collapse than I've ever made in my entire life. If you're interested in learning more about what we might be able to offer you here at FFR Trading, you can contact us directly at 800-883-0524. If you're outside the United States, you can use 832-404-2420 or email us at support@ffrtrading.com. I know this. If you don't do anything, nothing's going to change for you. Nothing in your financial world changes. You have the opportunity to catapult yourself into the top 10% of traders in the world. Why wouldn't you take that step? Give us a call now and see if this is a good fit for you. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this video presentation featuring trader Lee Gettess and his O-Force trading strategy. Be on the lookout for more great traders and strategies presented by FFR Trading.